Hello everyone, I'm Bill Matter, your host for today's live video podcast, LSTAR Live. Today we have a very special guest with us, the chair of LSTAR's Board of Directors, Adam Miller. Adam, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Bill. I think the term special is used lightly.
All right, so let's get going. We have some exciting updates for our LSTAR members. First of all, can you tell us a little bit about the recent political action days for the Canadian Real Estate Association?
Absolutely. So your PAC committee, which is your LSTAR political action team, was in Ottawa on October 14th to the 18th. And there, while we were in Ottawa, we met with our 4 MPs. So our local MPs being Peter Fragascato, Lindsay Matheson, Ariel Calvega, and Karen Vecchio. Peter, who was our local Liberal MP, was one of the panel speakers. So we got lots of great local coverage for London with him being part of that panel. So that was some great local representation.
Excellent. That was a great event. I'll have to say I did enjoy that panel. And in your opinion, what were the most notable speeches during the conference?
So some of the keynotes, and I was excited to hear him speak, was the new housing minister, the Honourable Sean Fraser. And it was also excellent to hear Pierre Poilievre. So he was talking about what's new in the Conservative Party, and Sean Fraser was talking about the housing and all the new initiatives that they were talking about as well. So housing was a big topic, not only just because they were meeting with CREA, but it was talked about in all forms of government. Housing is top priority.
Well, it's great to hear that after so many years that LSTAR and all the realtors across Canada have been pushing the housing challenges to our political folks. It's great to see that they have noticed and that they are going to be doing something about it. So let's move on a little bit. I understand there's been some important news regarding CREA's special general meeting. What can you tell us about that?
So right after the conference, we did have a morning meeting that was called upon by the CREA, which is your Canadian Real Estate Association. And the meeting was about the discussion of the future of Realtor.ca. And what we were talking about is changing Realtors.ca, which will, they're looking at changing the act so it will operate as a new taxable entity for Realtor.ca. It's worth noting that more than 75% of the CREA members agreed with the proposed principle, generally or strongly supported for Realtor.ca becoming wholly owned subsidiary of CREA and making it a for-profit venture. The good news was it will stay 100% ownership with CREA. So all realtors are still going to be the owners of Realtor.ca. It is not up for sale. It will not be up for sale in the anywhere near future. This way, when they divide it, being a for-profit venture, they can take some of the revenues and put it back into making Realtor.ca the great website that it is. And they also have talked about that they will not be using your listings and your leads and selling them back to you as well. So two big parts of the information was CREA is not selling Realtor.ca, and they are not taking your leads and selling them back to you. So that was the two highlights of that meeting.
Yeah, that's really important that those two items were addressed. I know there was lots of concern about that across the country, and it will be great to have a technology company that can make decisions in a more timely manner. So I think that's good news. Now, just some final update on that. A decision will not be made until the CREA AGM next spring, but it is they're going to be working on it, moving forward with it, and then they will have a proposal to that. So We'll definitely keep everyone posted on that, but it will be put to the membership as a vote in April. So, moving on to something a little bit more specific to our members, the Ontario Realtor Wellness Program. What can you tell us about this?
So as you know, the Ontario Realtor Wellness Program, the ORWP, was approved by an OREA special meeting earlier this year. It's an insurance and health benefit package that will provide coverage for all OREA members. And it will be starting January 1st, 2024. To cover the costs of this benefit package, the OREA dues will increase to $769.88 per year per member.
That does sound good, Adam, but I understand there has been a few concerns raised by the members regarding this proposal. I understand OREA is going to have another meeting to discuss this a little further.
Yes, so we have also put out a survey, so members should be looking for a survey out there to give us your opinion, but we are trying to get those opinions into us as there is a special meeting on November 29th to consider any changes or scrapping the program completely. So the LSTAR Board of Directors will be monitoring your feedback, working with the insurance consultants to ensure that all voting delegates are well informed of what the program has and what the members are looking for. So there is, in partnership with many different boards, that survey that went out. So if you can't find it, it did come out not from LSTAR, it came out from Frameworks, which is a third-party survey company that we have used in the past, a great company that we have a good relationship with. So they are going to be gathering some data for us in that circumstance.
All right, that's a good clarification. Thanks, Adam. And just a reminder that the survey will be open until November 10th. We will get a chance. We'll also be talking about it a little bit at the LSTAR Autumn Extravaganza. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, and on another point too, Framework will not be selling their information back to LSTAR or to Visa or to any other company. So they are a reputable company. That's why we went with them. So all information that is gathered by Framework for the survey will stay with Framework and not be sort of sent out to any third party. So if you are worried about the survey, the information stays with them. It shouldn't take you any more than about 5 to 7 minutes to fill the survey out. And absolutely, we are having the Autumn Extravaganza. I think last week we talked about it as the open house, but it has now been catchphrased as we've kicked it up to an extravaganza. So that is on Thursday, November 9th. So we invite all LSTAR members to join us at that event. This event will feature a town hall about the ORWP, and we will be having guest speaker Stacey Evoy from LSTAR, who is the chair of the Ontario Realtor Wellness Program. So she will have some Q&A. So if you have any questions or need some clarification, she'll be here to help you. The other great news, I think a lot of people will take advantage of this, is we are going to have a professional photographer here. George Polio is going to be taking complimentary, so that is free, pictures for you. So anyone who hasn't had a headshot in the last 20 years might want to upgrade their headshot to something that looks more like themselves, and at the low cost of $0 for you. So that's a great part. You also get to meet some of the admin. You get to tour the building, so you haven't been in. There's lots of agents over COVID that have never been into the LSTAR building, so they get to have a great tour of the building. There will be some snacks, which will probably be the biggest draw for most agents. And for the new agents, you want to make sure you get here and pick up your complimentary lockbox. So we do still have till the end of the year a complimentary lockbox for all new agents. So make sure you're coming out and checking that out. You should be registering so that we are not filling the building and having the fire code broken here. So follow the links provided on Matrix under News and Alerts, and you can find it in the member hub as well to register for this event.
Sounds like a great event, Adam, and I know the staff here are really looking forward to greeting and getting to meet any of the members that haven't been in here before. Thanks so much for sharing these updates with us. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with the group before we wrap up?
Just come on out, see all your board of directors, your staff, see the building at the Autumn Extravaganza event. There will be lots going on, so I think we've kicked it up from the open house to an extravaganza, so everybody should be registering. This building should be packed on I guess it's the second week of November, shockingly, on the 9th. So I look forward to seeing everybody.
Not that far off. Anyway, thanks, Adam. That wraps up our podcast for today. Make sure you do fill out the survey if you haven't already. We really look forward to your input on that. And we will be updating on a regular basis. We'll be coming back to you with another version of this podcast in a couple of weeks. So until that time, stay well and have a great rest of your day.